the mountain that has littered with corpses and debris of the previous expeditions, then Nanda Devi is an epitome of an inviolate mountain. Perhaps that is what a mountain should be about. A very, very good morning from the Gausan Meadows, guys. This is Suraj Rana. Today, directly in front of the second highest peak of the India, Mount Nanda Devi, the patron goddess of Uttarakhand, the bliss-giving goddess of Uttarakhand and the mother of Uttarakhand. Nanda Devi, which is located at an altitude of 7817 meters above the sea level, the most sacred, the most scintillating, the most gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous, and the most fascinating peak of entire India is located in the Joshimath, and it is named as Nanda Devi. So guys, today we'll talk about everything about Nanda Devi. First of all, we'll talk about the religious history of Nanda Devi. Then we'll talk about the various expedition from the 1820, approximately before 200, which started 200 years ago, when the Nanda Devi was surveyed by the William Webb and John Hodgson. We'll talk about all the controversies. We'll talk about all the expeditions, the fatalities, why Nanda Devi was closed in 1982, and what was the CIA conspiracy behind it, and why this mountain is not just a mountain. It's an emotional epitome of Garhwal and Kumaon Himalayas. It connects the Garhwal and Kumaon Himalayas. I'm sorry guys if I get emotional today. So there is a reason behind it, because my trekking and photography career started in front of this mountain. So this is not just a mountain for me. It's a complete goddess for me. Because for you it could be just of lumps of rock or an object or photography, but for me it's a sacred mother come goddess peak. So guys, now coming to the introduction, I'll talk about the Nanda Devi. Who was Nanda Devi? So basically, Nanda was the daughter of Garhwal and Kumaon, and it is considered that there was a dynasty, and she was the Nanda and Sunanda. These were the twin daughters of a king. So, but there was a prince also of other dynasty. So he fell in love with the Nanda and he wanted to marry Nanda. But his father was not approached, or his father wasn't ready for the marriage. So that prince decided to have a war with his dad. But unfortunately, Nanda and Sunanda both ran away from him, and they picked up this mountain. Nanda picked up this Nanda Devi West Mountain, and from that day, Nanda Devi became this mountain. So it is the religious significance of Nanda Devi. And whenever we talk about the differentiation between the Garhwal and Kumaon Himalayas, so maybe there could be a difference of culture or language or something, but Nanda Devi is the only mountain which connects both the Garhwal and Kumaon Himalayas. You'll get astonished that behind the Nanda Devi, the entire range of Pithoragarh, Munshar and Dharma Valley is there. And the only difference between the Nanda and Sunanda Devi is 2 kilometers. There is a ridge of 2 kilometers between the uh, twin sisters. And this was the introduction of Nanda Devi. So friends, I'll also talk about the prominence of Nanda Devi. So Nanda Devi is located at an altitude of 7817 meters above the sea level. And if I hark back to the history, so it used to be the highest mountain in the world until 1857, when the Everest, Chomulgama, Sagarmatha was discovered by the West. After that, uh, Everest used to consider the highest peak in the world. But before that, all the Britishers, all the mountaineering freaks were fascinated towards the Nanda Devi, and the exploration to the Nanda Devi started in 1820. Can you believe that? In 1820, like before 200 years ago, when we couldn't have even imagined the mountaineering and trekking thing. But you can imagine how scintillating, how mesmerizing and entrancing this entire mountain was. It used to be a center of mountaineering for all the British climbers. And for your surprise, I'll tell you some amazing facts about Nanda Devi. So the first fact is, it took approximately 100 years. Can you believe that? 100, literally 100 years to reach up the Nanda Devi sanctuary. Because some people believe that crossing the Rishi Ganges Gorge is even more difficult, more arduous, more challenging than crossing the North Pole. So, uh, Longstaff, huge Rutledge, these were some of the mountaineers who continuously tried to reach the Nanda Devi sanctuary. But Rishi Ganges Gorge, which is a very challenging gorge, it became a kind of hurdle and an obstacle to reach the Nanda Devi sanctuary. But finally, in 1934, two British mountaineers, I am grateful to them, Eric Shipton and H.W. Tillman. These were the two British mountaineers who were the first two persons to reach up the Nanda Devi sanctuary, and it was one of the greatest achievement in the entire climbing history, because it was unprecedented. And after 2 years, Bill Tillman and Noel Odell, they literally climbed the Nanda Devi, and they got the privilege to become the first two mountaineers to be on the top of the most sacred, most virgin and most holiest peak of India. And after 1936, in 1951, in 1950, Annapurna, the 10th highest peak of world, was climbed, and it surpassed the record of Nanda Devi, the early record of Nanda Devi, to be climbed, the highest mountain to be climbed in the history. After 1 year, Tenzing Norgay, who climbed the Everest for the very first time, he was the Nepali Sherpa. He also came to Nanda Devi West. But see how difficult this mountain is. Tenzing Norgay was unable to climb this mountain, and he lost. Yes, Tenzing Norgay lost 3 climbers. Can you imagine that? Tenzing Norgay, who climbed the highest peak in the world, the Chomulgama Sagarmatha Everest, after 2 years in 1953. He failed to climb the Mount Nanda Devi. Why? Because this was the holiest peak. This was not just a mountain. It was a identification of Garhwal and Kumaon Himalayas. That's why it is called the patron goddess of Uttarakhand, the bliss-giving goddess of Uttarakhand. After that, for the very first time, the bull, yes, Narendra Bull Kumar, he was named as Bull also because he was known for his prominent accent in the Indian mountains, specifically in the Garhwal and Kumaon Himalayas. In the year of 1960, he was the first Indian who climbed Nanda Devi for the very first time. After that, there were few expeditions on the Nanda Devi, and now we'll talk about a very famous, astonishing, and disheartening expedition, which occurred in the year of 1976, which led to a death of Nanda Devi Odell. Yes, can you believe? There was a mountaineer, Nanda Devi Unsoiled, sorry. So she was the daughter of Willie Unsoiled, and she was just 22 years old. Her father has been on the Nanda Devi mountain, and he was so taken aback. He was flabbergasted by this mountain, that he was so flabbergasted that he named his daughter Nanda Devi Unsoiled. Can you believe that? And she used to go to the school and colleges, and her teacher, her friends used to ask her, "Oh, you are an American and your name is Nanda Devi Unsoiled. It looks very strange or very unusual." So eventually one day she asked her father, "Dad, why my name is Nanda Devi Unsoiled?" So then he told her that, Unsoiled, listen, there's a mountain in the India, which is the highest inland peak of the India. So it is also named as Nanda Devi, and I have been to that mountain, so I named it after. I named you after Nanda Devi. So she was like, "Dad, I wanna go to the Nanda Devi." She was so like, she was so attracted, or she was so earnest to go to the Nanda Devi. She was not just an amateur mountaineer. She has done some mountaineering course also. So in the year of 1972, 76, she with her dad and other mountaineers decided to a mountain expedition to Nanda Devi. But unfortunately, before the summit camp, she died because of pneumonia or high altitude sickness. So it was one of the greatest fatalities in the history of Nanda Devi, which everyone talks about. So these were all the chronological events which occurred in the history of Nanda Devi. Now we'll talk about the next part. Thank you. Now we'll talk about the reason why Mount Nanda Devi was closed in the year of 1982 by the Indian government. Well, if we go back to the history, so India fought a war with China in the year of 1962, the famous Indo-China war, where India lost, and as we all know, the China developed its atomic bomb in the year of 1964. So it became so damn urgent for Indian government, and this CIA decided to plant a nuclear device on the summit of Nanda Devi. Why? Because Nanda Devi is so close and proximate to China, the Tibetan, the Xinjiang plateau of China. You are seeing the summit of Nanda Devi behind me. So in the year of 1965, the CIA and the Indian government collaborated, and they decided to plant a nuclear spying device on the summit of Nanda Devi, because it was very close to China. And the CIA hired some of the top notch mountaineers from the America and from the India also. So what happened, they mount the expedition in the year of 1965, and that 58 kg nuclear spying device was having plutonium 38. Yes, the hazardous plutonium 238, which is very which is very dangerous for humankind, and it is used in nuclear plants and all. So they were carrying it, and like it was predominantly this expedition was a full secrecy and all, and they hired some of the top notch and prominent mountaineers from the America, from the India, and everything was going fine. And eventually in the year of 1965, they mounted an expedition of Nanda Devi, and because of the bad weather and all, avalanche and all, they decided to plant they didn't planted the nuclear spying device on the summit of Nanda Devi, because the avalanche came and they just established it anyhow, and they ran away from there. And I don't know what happened. So the Indian government sent back them after 1 year, in the year of 1966, in the spring. The again top-notch mountaineers went to the Nanda Devi, but unfortunately they were taken aback. They were astonished, because the device was lost, and the device was carrying the plutonium-30. As I told you, it is one of the most hazardous element, and it can be activated up to 200 to 300 years. And religious guru Satpal Maharaj has already said that maybe this plutonium-230 was the reason why Ganges, the sacred Ganges, is getting polluted every day. But that device was lost, and it became one of the most controversial phenomena in the entire history of Indian mountaineering. Everyone was shocked, and everyone started blaming the government. Why did you allow those people to go to the Mount Nanda Devi and plant a new nuclear device? So the government decided that in the year of 1982 that the Nanda Devi will be closed for all the mountaineers and the localites from the year. So from that day, from 1982, it became a curse for entire Joshimath, entire Uttarakhand, and entire India, because there were so many bookings of Nanda Devi expedition which all were cancelled. So this was the reason why Mount Nanda Devi is still closed and will be closed for a century also. Now we'll talk about the other things about Nanda Devi, other specifics. So Nanda Devi is a national park. It was declared a national park as well as a biosphere reserve. There are only 18 bioreserve spheres in the India, and Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve is one of them. In the year of 1988, it was also declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, mainly because of ecological reasons and all, because it's very rich in the flora and fauna. And now we'll talk about the how you can reach the Nanda Devi. So the expedition to the Nanda Devi starts from the Lata village. So Lata village is located en route the Niti Malari road, approximately 25 kilometers. It's a 2-hour ride from the Joshimath town, which is very famous for its pilgrimage and mountaineering, the gateway of mountaineering expeditions. So from Lata you reach Lata Khark, then you reach Devdi, Ramani, Dibru Getta, Sarso Patal, and finally you reach the Nanda Devi base camp. Nanda Devi base camp. But now it's not open for everyone. It's closed. So it was all about the route of Nanda Devi. So guys, we have discussed everything about the history of Nanda Devi, why it was closed, how the Nanda Devi unsoiled died on this virgin peak. So eventually I want to conclude today, I feel grateful, that I feel privileged after being from Joshimath, because the second and third high peak of India, Nanda Devi and Kamet, both are located here. But unfortunately, because of some conspiracy or something, Nanda Devi was closed, and it became a kind of bad curse for the entire Joshimath, because Nanda Devi, if it would have been open, so it would have been given the employment to porters, guides, trekking companies of the Joshimath, a huge amount of employment. But unfortunately, the Nanda Devi is closed, so it's a curse for everyone. And friends, I've been dreaming to make this video for so long, because as I told you earlier, that my trekking and photography career started in front of this mountain at Oli in the year of 2018. And this is not just a mountain for me. This is Nanda Devi is a goddess, patron goddess for me, and she has blessed me with so many things I cannot even talk about. So behind me you can see the summit of Nanda Devi. Now please follow me. I'll show you some of the peaks of Nanda Devi Sanctuary. Yes, I forgot to mention about the Nanda Devi Sanctuary. Basically, the Nanda Devi Sanctuary is divided into two parts, the inner and the outer sanctuary. So the peak you are seeing behind me, on the left side extreme, that is named as Bhitartoli Himal and Bhitartoli South. So it comes under the outer sanctuary, and in the middle you can see the Nanda Devi itself, and on my right side you can see the sacred Mount Dronagiri. Yes, the same mountain which was lifted by Lord Hanumana in the Hindu epic Ramayana. And it is believed that the life-saving herb of Sanjeevani was found here, and Lord Hanumana was in a dilemma, so he uplifted this entire mountain. And even today Lord Hanumana isn't worshipped here because he took the entire herb from there. And on the extreme right side you can see the Hardeval peak, which is a part of Kumaon Himalayas. And now please come with me. Behind me you can see the Mount Parmal, and subsequently Hathi Godi Massif. And on the right side you can see Nilgiri, Devban, Mandir, Mana, the 5th highest peak of Uttarakhand, and ultimately Kamet, which is covered by clouds and the first peak in that series. So Kamet is the 3rd highest peak of India. So the 2nd and 3rd highest peak of India, both Nanda Devi 7817 meter and Kamet 7756 meter, which both are located in the Joshimath. So we are privileged, but most of the peaks of the Nanda Devi sanctuary are closed because of that conspiracy. And this is the Gorsan Meadows. So this is the only meadows from where you'll get a full-fledged glimpse of Mount Nanda Devi. Yes, the most sacred, the most holiest, the virgin, the bliss-giving goddess, and the patron goddess of Uttarakhand. So thank you guys. I haven't given this kind of effort in my entire life, because you cannot even anticipate how much I am into this mountain. You can see behind me. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much guys. Jai Nandama.
Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
जाते की तैयारी म्याटे